as a standing ovation greets them at the starting line. As per usual, down to the flag. The green is out. The 500 is underway.
The 1982 edition of the Great American Race got underway with Benny Parsons on the pole and Valentine greetings from Joe Ruttman to his family.
Two leaders, really nose to tail. Terry Labonte, car number 44, right there with Harry Gagnon, and green and white car number 33.
Bobby Allison dropping on the inside.
Being closely following our second camera car. And there's something broken away from the car there, going through turn 4. It looked like the rear spoiler.
Let's see who it came off from.
It was right as a car in the wall.
A big shot coming out of turn number 4. Milligan has crashed, and his car is slithering and sliding down into turn number 4.
Only minutes into the race, 3 cars crashed trying to avoid debris on the track. It turned out to be the back bumper from the Buick of 1978 champion Bobby Allison, and that piece of metal sparked a controversy that exists to this day. NASCAR officials said it was attached to the car lower than stock, so the Dyguard team moved it. But the weld didn't hold and the bumper came off, giving Allison's car an aerodynamic advantage. Crew Chief Gary Nelson said they'd never do something like that on purpose.
Gary, there were some implications by a crew member of another team that maybe it was planned that way, that you wanted that bumper to come home.
No way. That's a very dangerous situation. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't risk anybody's life that way.
But others obviously disagreed. Ironically, Gary Nelson went on to become one of NASCAR's top technical inspectors. As the race progressed, the usual attrition was taking place. 1980 Winston Cup winner Dale Earnhardt led briefly, but blew an engine and parked it after 44 laps. Ty Scott had to be pulled from his flaming wreck.
There's problems on the track. Car number 59 is on fire. It is caught on fire, and Ty Scott is still in the automobile. It didn't look like he took such a hard blow, but they're having trouble getting him out of the car, getting some assistance, and there is fire in the automobile.
And halfway through the race, the defending champion's day was over.
Trouble going into turn number 1. A smoker blown in. Oh, and a spin.
I think that's Neil Bonnet up in the wall.
And Ron Bouchard is landed on the bottom of the racetrack. On the top, it looks like Benny Parsons as well as Neil Bonnet. Richard Petty's 43 all torn up. The 7-time winner, Richard Petty, with the front end badly blunted. And 96 is in there as well, Elliott Forbes Robinson. A major crash in turn number 1 is bringing out the 4th caution period of the day.
The King was taken to the infield hospital, where his father Lee, the winner of the first Daytona 500 in 1959, gave this medical update.
Well, Lee Petty, Richard's father, had just come out of the hospital. Lee, what did you learn?
Well, I went in there. It looks like somebody spun down there, and somebody hit him right in the back, and he drove him right in the fence. And I just got through talking to him, and he hurt his foot, but I believe he'll be able to plow tomorrow.
There was only one more caution that afternoon when Gary Ballou and Cale Yarborough spun into the infield, but both returned to the track. 1981 Winston Cup winner Darrell Waltrip mounted a challenge and took the lead on the 150th lap, but it was short-lived.
That, you're having a close-up look there at Darrell Waltrip's car, closer than most of us would like to be at that speed, as Joe Ruttman pulls himself up in the 2nd spot.
Joe Ruttman trying to give his wife Harpo the biggest Valentine she's ever had. The Daytona 500 hanging on in 2nd place as he goes back to the trioval. Nips it down in there.
And then right behind Ruttman, we can see Bobby Allison, that car number 88, having a go at Bobby Allison. A little bit of smoke, a little pop of smoke there. Is that up Darrell Waltrip's car?
It is off Waltrip's car. Waltrip falling to the inside, and you're watching the leader go away.
And there goes Darrell Waltrip's engine.
And now it's a battle back to the line. Waltrip expires on the back straightaway. Engine detonates.
Bobby Allison was taking control of things. He pitted for fuel and outside tires with 41 laps to go. Cale Yarborough jumped ahead, but when he pitted a lap later, Bobby regained the top spot and led for the rest of the day.
Number 9, Bill Elliott. 6th place car. overlapped for a second time by the leader, Bobby Allison. Will this be his 66th win? Or will he come up winning this race by a gulp? 197 laps are complete. 3 laps remain in the Daytona 500, and there is Terry the Bunny. Car being pushed frantically. It fires.
All day, fuel had been an issue. Most cars could make it 100 miles on a full tank, but Bobby Allison would need to go 102.5. Cale Yarborough had pitted a lap later and was ready to pounce.
Will 88 create its own energy crisis here, or will it go home and win the 500? 24th running, looking for his second win. Comes into the tri-oval. White flag is out. This is it. Final lap. In second place now is car number 27, Cale Yarborough. Quick word from Larry Newman. You said you might be a little concerned about this last lap. Bobby has not been drafting.
Right, it consumes a lot more fuel not running the draft. We just got him hooked up with the 47 car 10 laps ago, but I think we got it now.
Well, less than a half a go, Ken. How's he doing? Looking good. He's pulling up on car number 2, trying to put the Rutland car a lap down in the final moments. Here it comes. A sprint to the finish. Allison coming down. And he's right behind Rutland as they come to the line. Down the checkered flag about to come out. And sprinting to it is number 88. Bobby Allison has won the Daytona 500 for the second time in his career.
The margin of victory was 22.87 seconds. 7 of the top 8 finishers were Buicks, but number 88 was the only bumperless model. And for the second time, Bobby Allison was the Daytona 500 champion.